Hello and welcome to yet another edition of our show here on this still beautiful day here. As summer, I think, is pretty much over, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's back to school, which is both a blessing and a little bit of a curse.
Yes.
I have to admit, the summer was nice. Not only do I love summer weather, it's definitely by far my favorite season, but it's kind of nice to not have to wake up for anything in the morning, not like the bus time craziness.
That bus craziness gets a little bit insane, but
and
it's
then
good.
I take our other daughter to preschool 2 days a week, so it's a little, it's different.
It's a little different, definitely.
Let's just say that.
And if you haven't joined us much before, Pam and I have a little bit of a role reversal. I quit my job a year ago, so I'm a stay-at-home dad, and she's a working mom, so I've got the kid craziness during the day, and she's got the work craziness during the day, but the morning routine is still insane for both of us. It's completely insane. But a blessing, just complete craziness.
Right. And Brian has promised, now that school has started, that the house is going to be spotless every day when I get home from work. Because
I see how it is. I don't remember this conversation, but she's going to call me out right now in front of all you fine people so that we have accountability. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I have to admit, the house went a little bit by the wayside this summer. Partly because we were so busy. We did a lot of things this summer.
We did.
I mean, it was one of the best summers I think
I actually think it was
remember.
our best summer ever.
Really?
I really do. I mean, we had some good summers when we were dating, but I mean, after we've had the kids, I think that this was. They're getting to ages where they're a little bit more independent. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way.
Sometimes in a bad way. Yeah, it depends.
But like they don't have to have special food. You know, it's kind of like you bring just a minimal amount of stuff with you. They can all do stuff together. It's great.
We're in a sweet spot, I think, with our kids right now. It's a good spot to be in. So, depending if we have any more kids or not, this sweet spot would go away. But we don't have any immediate news or anything. No news flashes, anybody. But
we did some awesome stuff this summer. We did.
Oh yeah, I think we had a great summer, and things kind of came at us. You know that we didn't necessarily plan all this out and had a great summer, but I think we got invited to summer things.
Like when family visited, they were doing stuff, so we kind of just, tagged along, which it worked out really nicely.
It worked out great.
Because I don't think, like, for instance, we went to Hershey Park this summer.
That was great, yes.
I don't think that we would have done that if it wasn't for your family being there. So thank you, guys. Thank you.
Borzone family, shout out to you guys who live out in Arizona, but they were going to be here in New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, so the closest we knew we could definitely get to them was Hershey Park on a specific day. So we marked our calendars like 2 months ahead of time and made a point of bringing our crew to Hershey Park, and they brought their crew to Hershey Park.
And even though there was an age difference between the kids, they all got along so well. Their girls were great with our girls.
Oh yeah,
they have
They've
three girls
got 3
too,
daughters
so,
as well. So anybody that has 3 daughters and has survived, I'd like to spend some time with them. So it was a blessing.
It was really fun. But the girls, they're used to like these carnivals that come to our town. Like they're used to the roller coaster on the and these rides, like the Ferris wheel that goes like 10 feet in the air. So when they went to Hershey Park, it was an experience.
I can't believe they have like a height chart that you can see where you fall for the kids and stuff. And both Jillian and Caitlin fell in what was it there, like the M&Ms?
I don't know. They're all
coat
candies.
It by like a candy.
Molly was a miniature, and the other 2 were like Reese's
or something.
I think.
Yeah.
They're the orange line.
But the way they do it is that, so if you're in that range, you can go on certain rides. And I couldn't believe the size rides that they were able to go on. I mean, they were able to go on some pretty big roller coasters.
Including an upside-down roller coaster, which I don't even think was the scariest one, but our daughter apparently thought it was one of the
Yeah, I think this is called,
Should I show it in the frame?
Show it, and then we'll cut to it. The Super Duper Looper.
You gotta, all right, we'll do a close-up of Jillian's
Okay, hold it right there, we'll do a close-up. Okay, yeah, so that is a...
So I think her face says it all. It's kind of like... But mind you, we could look like really horrible parents showing this picture because, like, how could you subject your child to that? But they went on again. after this.
Yes,
so this
that's
was
true.
on the first ride. Then they immediately did it again with me. They had done it with Brian the first time, and then immediately did it with me.
Isn't it funny as humans how we gauge our fun based on how close we felt like we were to death? Like, did we feel like we were almost going to die? Then yes.
Then yes, it was a good
We've got
time.
to do it again. So I think that was great. But yeah, Super Duper
But-
Looper was pretty impressive. I mean, it went upside down. In fact, the G-force, I guess, was so intense that I remember looking at the girls, you know, because I think who was sitting next to me, I can't remember now, Jillian
was.
like, she couldn't keep her head up. Like, she was like, ah, like as he went through the loop, it was like you forced your head down. But they loved it. So, and yes, as parents, we decided it was safe enough, and it was great. We had a lot of fun doing it.
But as a baby, you probably aren't aware that this whole life, death defying act is a good time. So our
That's
poor
true.
2-year-old, we subjected to the
Oh my
the
gosh.
log flume.
She
I mean,
didn't know
just
what
take a
to
look
expect.
here.
Okay, yeah, we'll zoom in on that one. She's right in the front. So poor Molly. So I guess there's a height restriction on that, or actually for the babies, it wasn't a height
For the
restrictions.
babies, you just have to be able to hold your head up.
And
That's
walk, right?
And walk.
You had to
And
walk.
walk. Yeah, because she has no hair, the guy that was running the ride didn't think that she could walk. He made us actually put her down,
Yeah.
and she had to demonstrate her walking ability because apparently she's that bald.
Yeah, she was pretty bald. So she looks a lot younger. She just turned 2. But the guy, so I'm holding her, and the guy's like, "Can she walk?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, yeah, she can walk." So he made us put her down and let her, waddle along that she could
Of
actually
course,
walk.
the ground is spinning as you put the child down because you have to have the little logs coming around, so the ground like moves while you're getting on the boat. So it's not the easiest place to
No.
walk. But I could barely walk on it. But she did okay. But then she's coming down the little hill, and she's probably like, "I think my parents are trying to kill me."
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was surprised. I knew it was going to be up and down and everything, but all of a sudden we go up. I mean, it's like that little conveyor belt
It
thing that brings you up, and then it
dropped.
drops you down. I mean, you're really going down. And I had a towel. You can see I have a little towel over her.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not going to do much when we hit the bottom.
And I'm like
you
trying
just
to hold on to the
slam.
two. There's no seat belts on it either.
Yeah, we're not belted in.
No.
Sorry, Grandma and Mom. I know that you're probably watching this going, "Why? Where did you bring my grandkids?" But I'm telling you, you know what?
But don't worry, my hands were acting as the safety restriction.
And me too. Yes, I was holding Molly in very, very tightly. So, but it was a blast.
It was really fun. Do you want to show the clip of us driving up to the?
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
They,
the
even
girls,
before they knew what was in there, they were so excited. Just watch
just
this.
the thought
Yeah.
of Hershey Park was just, and of course, it took us forever to get out the house and get there. But knowing we were going to Hershey Park, even though they didn't know what that was, but Hershey
But
Park
Hershey Park just sounds awesome.
sounds like fun. I mean,
Yeah.
if you know anything about chocolate, you're gonna know that it's fun. So yes, take a look at this. This is when we arrived at Hershey Park, and the kids
But they
were
could
like,
start to see the roller coasters.
they could start
in
to
the
see
distance.
things around us. So take a quick look at this.
Hershey.
All right, guys. Well, we made it to Hershey Park. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. Where are we now, girls?
Hershey Park. Hershey Park. Hershey Park.
Yeah, where are we, Molly?
Oh yeah, Hershey. Hershey Park.
Yes.
Hershey
Where are we? Where are we, Kayla?
Hershey Park. Hershey Park.
Excited about this?
Hershey Park.
Julie, what do you think about this? You happy?
Good.
What do you
Yeah.
want to do?
I love Hershey Park.
What do you guys want to do today?
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff?
Fun stuff.
Yeah? You guys excited about this?
Hershey.
Sure, you don't want to go home?
We're about to.
You know, it's a lot easier to get the kids out of the house when they want to go someplace really fun.
Yeah, it's a little harder for school.
Yeah, school's not quite so easy to get everyone out of the house, but we made it. We're only about 3 hours later than we wanted to be, so that's not bad, right?
Not bad. Yeah,
Yeah, not bad. Maybe 2.5 hours. So, hey, mission accomplished. We're here, right?
All right.
Everybody ready to go have some fun? Chill, it's okay. Hurt yourself. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna go pack it up, get the stroller all loaded up here, and hopefully have a good day. Hopefully it won't rain, and we'll have some fun. All right.
I'm so so excited. Maybe I should think about something else from Hershey Park because I'm so excited. No, I can't.
So yeah,
They were super excited.
they were obviously super excited, bouncing off the walls before they had any chocolate or started any of the rides. So it was a lot of fun. So we did a lot of good.
We did.
Good trips this
we
summer.
had
lot
we
of
had a
fun.
couple other trips. We went to a couple of different boardwalks, and one of them was Wildwood, which Brian has a little bit of a history with.
Yes, many years ago now, back in the summer of, gosh, it was like 1996. I was an EMT on the boardwalk there, so I spent a summer or two down there.
I was barely in high school yet, but whatever.
Yes, I'm her senior. Yes, I'm married young, but the better man for it. So, but I went down there and actually worked on the boardwalk. And back then, all these young people from Ireland and England would come over and spend the summers there. So I met like a ton of English and Irish kids, I'll call them, but they were like teenagers.
Did you meet anyone from Edinburgh?
From Edinburgh, yeah, if you watch our last, yes, there was a couple of people from Scotland and Wales, and a guy from Edinburgh. You have to watch episode number 2 if you want to get that joke. I'm not making fun of people in Edinburgh, I'm making fun of myself, because I pick up everybody else's accents and mimic them right back without realizing it. So that happened a lot then. But it was great, because after living in down in Wildwood, met a lot of good friends. So we actually, after we got married, we went over to Ireland.
And we stayed with
a good
that
friend
was
of mine.
awesome.
That was cool. So that actually helped a lot.
Hi, Kieran and Catherine.
Yes, Kieran and Catherine. I think you're now in Australia.
Shout out.
To you down under. They bounced around from Ireland. Now they're.
I think they can watch this on YouTube. So.
Okay, so hopefully you guys can check this out. We'll have to tag you in it. But we had a great time at Wildwood. We just booked a motel. Great location. The name of that place. What was the name of that
Quarter deck?
quarter deck or something? But it was very close to the boardwalk, right by like Maury's Piers, and just a block away. So it was a nice, easy walk, and the kids had an absolute blast. They had a nice little pool.
We had passes
right
to the
there.
water park.
Yes, we got passes to the
awesome.
water park, which was awesome. Now that water park, Hershey Park was great because you could go and go to this ride and that ride, and it was a lot of fun and excitement. But you had like a good amount of downtime in between each ride. What I liked about the water park there, right on Maury's Piers, is that you leave your life in the locker, like your wallet, your cell phone,
That's true.
everything. There's no distractions, which I think is awesome.
For the low price of $19.99.
For the locker, you mean?
For the locker.
Oh, for the locker, yes. The locker was probably a little bit pricier. It was like $15, but you get $5 back, I think, at the end. But when we left our stuff in there, then you can forget about everything. Go in, have fun throughout the whole park. And Molly, again, could go on a lot of stuff. Like, as a baby, she was able to do a lot of
She did some cool slides and stuff like that. You just put a life vest on the kids, and then they just, go for it. But our kids the other thing about this summer is our kids really learned how to swim.
Yeah,
which
they
I
really
was
did.
really excited about. And I think Molly next summer is going to just take to it. I mean, she's already with the puddle jumper. I think we described the puddle jumper to you
Yeah.
guys. She just goes, and it's awesome. Like, people were astonished to see her.
I know how quick she
Then
was.
again, she also has no hair again, so people are like, wow, how old is that baby?
Right.
That's
Who is this little baby?
Yeah.
That's like, people are just like constantly coming up to us, like, how old is that little baby? So, one thing we did while we're at the hotel, somebody sent the ice bucket challenge to Pam while we're in Wildwood.
right.
I think
The
it was
ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, obviously everybody knows what that is. And somebody challenged me. It was kind of like early on in the thing. I didn't know about it yet, so you can imagine how early on that must have been. So somebody challenged me, thanks Steph, and I did it, right then and there in the shower with an actual ice bucket.
A real ice bucket. I haven't seen anybody use a real hotel ice bucket yet, so I think Pam gets the kudos
It had
for that
a
one.
lot of
so.
ice in it. So.
Yeah, I got a lot of ice. I made sure of that one. So that was cool. But here, you can take a quick look at Pam's ice bucket challenge.
Thank you, Stephanie Holke, for nominating me for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. It's where you have to dump a bucket of ice over your head or donate money for ALS. I'm going to accept the challenge. I am on vacation right now, so I apologize that this is in a hotel bathtub, but hopefully this still counts, and it's actually an official ice bucket. So here it goes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was so cool. Oh!
I'll show the ice cubes on the floor. sure that was real. And there's sand too because we're at the beach.
Oh yes, and sand.
So she definitely was not faking the scream there.
No,
I think
that
it
was
real.
Yeah, I'm
real
glad
chill.
you got the ice on the ground to show that it was really real, so that
Yes.
because a lot of it looks like you're just dumping water over your head. Nobody knows.
Sometimes I
it's
think people are seriously using like warm water and totally cheating, which is just not fair. So
it's not right.
if you've done that, repent. But
But then, of course, not to be outdone, Brian dreams up this ice
yeah,
bucket
somebody sent
challenge
me
of
my
his own.
father. My father sent me the ice bucket challenge, and the whole ice bucket challenge very much reminded me when I was a kid of watching this television show called You-Can't-Do-That on Television, where when anybody would say the word water, they would get water dumped on their head, and if they said the phrase
I don't
know, you'd get green slime dumped on your head.
I bet you guys thought we were just gonna get slimed right now.
Yeah, I know. I actually thought about that. Should we do that? But you know what? I'm not getting changed again.
No thanks. You'll notice if you look at this video, I am not in it.
Yes.
We subjected our poor daughter who...
Caitlin was a good sport. She got golden. Her request was to have golden slime. And
that's her favorite color.
That's her favorite color. And Jillian kind of tricked her. Jillian said, "Come on, Caitlin, I'll do it with you. It'll be really, really fun." And then Jillian backed out last minute. So it was just me and Caitlin that ended up doing it. And we'll take a look at this and watch Caitlin's reaction as she gets golden slime dumped on her head. Hi, this is Brian Wheelock, and this is my daughter. What's your name?
Caitlin.
And we are accepting the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge from my father and also the Parsippany Ambulance. Neuromuscular disease has been a big part of our family. My mom has muscular dystrophy. Was originally diagnosed with ALS many years ago. So, Mom, we dedicate this to you. You truly are an inspiration to us all. And I really, really, truly mean that. You're definitely, from the bottom of our heart, you really mean so much to so many people. So, go ahead and donate more money to ALS.
You want to say anything else before I dump this ice water on your head?
I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. You have a question, Caitlin, about this green slime? Caitlin, do you think they make this green slime in a golden color?
Yeah.
What do you say?
What did I say again?
Do you think they make this green slime in another color?
I don't know.
Caitlin. All right, well, what I really want to know is, okay, I guess when you say that word, you get slimed, but I guess we should need to know, I guess we'll go ahead and say ice water? No! Wait, look at my pocket, Caitlin. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never knew that, but I guess when you say those 3 words, slime can come in different colors. I wonder if they have any other colors, but I guess the words must be, I don't know, and you get slimes. Isn't that so crazy? Oh my gosh. I guess that answers the question, Caitlin. I guess slime comes in many different colors. So Caitlin was not exactly thrilled about that, but she was a good sport. And
Yeah, she did a good job.
by the way,
I was proud of her.
our microphone just died, so we just moved closer to the camera. Hopefully you can still hear us. But
It's not in your imagination. We are
we are getting closer. Now you can see how much my allergies are bothering you.
and you can see how much I'm breaking out.
Well, anyway, since this is the wrap-up of our summer show, I thought we should end with a summer recipe, because as a stay-at-home dad, that's one of the things I have to do.
And
Be creative and get the
Right.
kids excited and Pam excited about what's for dinner.
And if
stuff.
you cook with the kids, then the kids are more excited about eating it.
Absolutely.
But they love this recipe regardless. And you wouldn't think that kids would love curry, but they love this recipe.
There's a little bit of spice, a little bit of curry, and I explain that in the segment that you can be, decide how much you want to put in there. But this is a great recipe, so
Yeah, so watch.
check this out. Well, hey guys, it's stay-at-home chef Brian here. And as a stay-at-home dad, today I want to share with you a very simple recipe that you can do pretty much anywhere. As you can see, we're at the table here right now, partly because the kitchen is, well, let's just not go there. But the kitchen's a little messy today. We had a sleepover party a night or two ago, and we're still recovering. But here's the thing. a lot of times you buy chicken or rotisserie chicken at the store, and of course not all of it gets eaten, and you have a lot of leftover chicken. So of course you can make a soup or a stew or something, but I have a great idea for a curry chicken salad that my family and the kids love. So we do it in a way that's not too spicy, and you can use a lot of ingredients that you have around the house anyway, plus the chicken. So you can even, and sometimes we even just cook up chicken in a frying pan, you know, with a little olive oil or a little oil, get it going, slice it up real thin and make this from scratch. But today we have a rotisserie that we already had left over. So got the chicken all ready to go. So what we did was we made about a pound of pasta here. Now we have the elbow noodles usually always on hand. So actually elbow, right? This is my little co-helpers today. We've got Jillian and Molly, right Molly? You say hi? Okay. So the good news is about pasta now, in our house, we had to use a pound the other day. So I actually cooked this 2 days ago, put a little olive oil on it, stirred it up to keep it from sticking. So this salad has been attempting to be made for 2 days now, but the good news is we can wait till we're ready and it's all good, right? Caitlin, you like this kind of salad, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be real simple. So we add in about a pound of noodles, put it in here.
Can I put in some?
Sure. Would you like to dump the chicken in for me? So we're going to add in pretty much all the chicken we have left here. And that chicken was like a 3-pound chicken. This is probably a pound of chicken or so.
All of it?
Yeah, dump it all in. Put it all in right there. Now, you can see we've also got some other fresh ingredients here, but we've lost about 10 to 20% of them in the past 10 minutes prepping because we've got a lot of hungry kids that are slowly eating the fresh ingredients, which is okay. So you just kind of have to adjust as you go. So what we do next is we add in our fresh ingredients while they're still here. So we'll start with our grapes. Now grapes is almost like a staple. I think we always have. Sure, we almost always have grapes in there. So go ahead, Caitlin, put in the grapes. And you know what? Might as well put everything else in too. So we have grapes today. Again, whatever you have in the house. We've got apples we cut up. Now this is a gala apple, which has a nice flavor to it. Also some carrots. We had more carrots. That was actually a lot more carrot that somebody else ate here a minute ago. Now these were snap peas, little peas. We sliced them up. They're sweet, so we just cut them up and just throw it in there too. So again, like I said, we use whatever we got. Can't get all the rest of the apples in there. So you know, the good news is that it's another good way to get your whole family to eat some veggies and fruit all together. Now I did wash my hands, so we're good there. Okay, good. And today we happen to have cherries in the house. So the cherries were looking like they probably needed to get eaten today or tomorrow. So cut up the cherries as well. We'll put these in.
Put that in?
Sure, go right ahead. So we'll put the cherries in there as well. Here, Molly, sit your little bum bum
I
down.
want to put in the cherry.
Why don't you guys each do half? Here you go. So you do half of the cherries. Okay, now save some for Caitlin. Caitlin, would you like to do half the cherries?
You have
So we're going to start with about, this is a quarter cup, so about a half a cup
Smell that. Smell that.
of mayonnaise to start with. Okay, mix it all around a little bit just to get it kind of, try to keep it in the bowl. Now we can see that we're going to need another half a cup. So what we do is we take about, this is again, just to start conservatively, about a quarter, God bless you. Make sure the baby doesn't sneeze on the food while you're making it.
Can I just put in?
Yes, a quarter teaspoon of curry powder. Okay. And want to do, then we do a quarter teaspoon of seasoned
I
salt.
want to do it.
Okay, go ahead. Go, let Daddy make sure that we're doing the right amount. Okay, so
Actually go into.
it's okay. It's okay to measure it in.
Dump it in.
Okay, I'm going to let you do the next one. Now, as you can see, a family activity. Okay, hold on, Caitlin. Let Daddy just measure it, and then you can do it. Okay, here you go. So I'm going conservative with my measurements here because I know that some people don't like a lot of spice. Now, I think that we can at least double or triple the amount of curry powder that we already put in here. Molly, this is going to be spicy because of the amount of spice that my family can handle. But at least just to start with, let's just taste this and see about where we are. So again, you can see there's just a little bit of, you got the mayonnaise, the curry powder, and everything in there.
Can I try some? Can I try it?
It's already getting good. So,
Can I try?
sure. Where did your forks go, guys? So what we can do, we'll have each of the kids try a little bit.
Just the key.
Again,
No,
I'm going to actually add a little bit more of this all together.
There.
Okay. So I'm actually going to add another. So again, now this part is all going to be up to you because, again, we have everything in here. It actually tastes really good as it is, but I'm going to go ahead and put another 1/4 teaspoon of curry in because I know my family can handle the spice a little bit, even just a little bit more of a sprinkle. So I'm going to let the girls be the taste testers on this one. Okay, Caitlin, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Molly, I'll take that. There we go, Jillian. Okay, now Caitlin. Sure. This is the best part, getting to actually taste it and see how it all came out. Yellow apple. Now, if you're having a dinner party and you're preparing for guests, I would suggest using different forks, but since we're all healthy and everything right now, we'll just go for it. Molly, you want to try a little bit? Okay. Now Daddy gets to try it to see. It's very good. All right.
Hello.
I think that's the perfect amount in there right now. So I highly recommend this. Again, it's very flexible. You can vary the vegetables and the fruit, basically whatever you have in the house, you can use. I mean, kind of see what goes together. But I think this is really going to be something that you can be flexible with. So again, thanks for joining us on this segment of Stay at Home Chef. And I hope you try this and definitely give us your feedback on what you think. Did you guys like this? You good? Caitlin, what'd you think?
Yeah.
Like it? Molly, thumbs up?
Da,
Thumbs up. All right.
da.
All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye. Everyone say bye-bye. All right, well, there you have it. Kids got a little crazy for a bit, but yeah, that's what you expect when you're a stay-at-home dad. So
I thought they did.
I think
Pretty well.
they did a good job, and it was really good. So, well, I think that's about it for this week.
Yeah, and about it for the summer. So
Yeah.
happy back to school, whatever that means for you.
If you're back to school, homeschool, whatever it may be. I'm back to my allergies seem to be coming in right about now, so there we
He's
go.
allergic to our house, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately I think they're worse inside than outside. But thanks for joining us. That'll inspire me to clean more since I promised I'd be cleaning the house so much now that the kids are back in school. It's a promise. We'll see. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. For information on any of the topics you saw on today's show, please send us an email at
brianandpamshow@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you. See you next week.
Bye-bye.